My hand has, I, these ones are short, where these ones are the longest on you. This is your longest, and then this one. You were that, but you were bigger. You weren't short. You're shorter than me. Um, the vegetables were much larger. Um, the girl was working herself to death and not sleeping, and turned into a, a tyrant, unable to sleep, only to produce vegetable bodies. Um, I've seen things like Dua Lipa in a eggplant before. Uh, I've seen a lot of trippy stuff with trees. Um, I've had my friends, the Octos, give me dreams of going in on a ice sea where I'm on a life raft and them grabbing me and shaking me and waking me up when I'm traveling over areas of black crystal and ice water. Um, the tyrant to me and my waking reality is all of the most poisonous drugs and the money and the metals come from China. Um, they all get imported to Richmond and they synthesize the drugs that kill our humanity. Um, every girl turns into a prostitute and they kill love. What tyrant meant to me is if the world continues, how right now our world is set to end in 2050. Whether or not some survivors go to Mars to start mining there and our gold is taken. Um, the Chinese cannot go. The way they exploit their families is different. It's based off of other people's opinion. And they gamble away their money and they kill societies to survive and their own. But they don't care. I've never sold crack or heroin, and they sell it knowing it will kill things. Um, all their dish satellite would be good for to me would be that of making it reflective, that of a canola plant to reflect light. Period. An upside down mushroom. That's the only use it is to me. Other than that, China needs to sink underwater, and so does Richmond. Or we need to do something to the trading route. They theoretically can't survive unless, in my reality, I'm in charge. And that might sound weird, but I have a way of communicating and understanding. If this doesn't happen, I feel that they will either cause genocide or they will get killed and skinned alive by suicide bombers. Everyone will get their skin pulled off of them. Or you think of things like Burnaby, Penticton. Penn is in penitentiary. Um, when I'm thinking of symbolism now, our English language was created by my now friends. But their hidden symbology is that in the purpose of us being muled miners, that through a scale of weight proportion, which is jeopardized and broken, and also in the feng shui of happiness and a proper balance of oided, meaning I want to work with my friends that live in the trees and in swamps that aren't me, that aren't human. But I want to be part of their family. I want them to be okay trying to keep communicating with me and telling me what their needs are. I would be happy with their needs going above my own because that's what makes me happy. It's giving what I have away. On the planet, they're the most important people to me. Everything that's not walking. Yeah! Right here in my room. This is my friend.
Nice as a pizza for you.
Oh, fucking awesome. It's vegetable?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Vegetarian.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cool. Did you just buy this or is this from yesterday?
I just bought it.
You fucking guy, eh? Wow. Awesome. Thank you, Howie.
Yeah. No tomatoes on this one though.
It must be a different type of vegetable.
Right. Must be.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. I'll see you guys in a bit.
Of course. We need help in an intervention, Dad, and you need to help me by bringing the best of your ancient ways forward to the new age, all the highlights, bringing them through your ancestral past. And we need to delegate properly and resource that and everybody from Pharaoh times should be proud enough we should be sophisticated enough to not have to wear animals. I would think. We should all work together and see the longest functioning ancestral path that's existed and recorded is dissected by everything. And we work collectively off of its best attributes to our collective knowledge. And that should be a way of life or new quintessence that would be not governed, but appreciated and figured out on a mutual understanding between everything to create environments to grow off of it. I'm not saying that fur shouldn't be worn. You can have my hide when I'm done with it. Once I stop eating. So, if that works into your ceremony, because I'm contributing to each form of life, and I want to stop the tyrant demeanor. I turn on people I care about that aren't quite people every day because of what I've mentally gone through. For success means to, in a Chinese foundation, to make sure your child doesn't have a financial worry. So I would think they can continue on the path of life they want to go on, not being forced, like Indians, into doing the same work that your parents had done. Your predetermined future. Your life is a journey, not a destination. And they can choose, but they're not really able to get mainstreamed or have had the help to get emotionally recognized, helped for full harmonics. And that's one species. We would have to go through each species to see if a shark can do something other than shark all the time, sort of thing. Anyways, this isn't biased, and because that reality in the dream, my reality was helping change the outcomes, but it wasn't my reality. It was arted to me. There were 100 people with dreams ready, and that one was chosen for me to walk through at a state of I'm going to say Miko madness. That's infectious, contagious, and it needs to be understood and realized why it exists. Because nobody should have to go through it. No species. And if we can help it not happen to anybody ever again, we would have success and we would feel like we're giving more than we're taking. And everybody would benefit from it. That my suffering create a little bit of positive. So I don't die in vain. And I can stop insulting. It's against my fucking nature. I'm like a zombie of The Walking Dead. I was acting to respect who and what and where and create everything to Tyrant also being a physical house of dwelling. I'm getting off like you guys turn me into a blue monkey to entertain or to circus. And now this blue monkey doesn't have the proper ability to enterprise, expression, to make himself happy, going off of what makes you not happy. If I want to do something, your opinion makes it impossible if you don't want me to. Two, if you want me to. I have to micromanage myself to do the opposite everywhere. Only for a time space. That's torture. It's torture of time. It's a sleep experiment. It's not fair and it's cruel. Because it relays and bootstraps everywhere. If this is important for you to figure out different realities, I wish it would stop. You're SPMTing a server response. And it shouldn't ever shut off if that's the case. We need to figure out how to keep it firing, or so that it's always fired for immediate. I feel that if I'm asked questions, you will get the same answer from me in every single emotion I have. I'll always put everything first. And I'll always make an intellectual decision and an emotional one and a real one. And I'll explain it and where I've done it wrong and why it's wrong. Before you make your executive calls, there's just not a need for this anymore. But whether I look at myself as being held as an equal, I do feel that. And I don't want you feeling like this. Or feeling like you have to protect me, or you have to hurt me, or you have to tell me it's good, or you have to tell me it's wrong. You shouldn't have to do that. The fact we're all able to communicate is an anomaly. And to grow something in complacency of the comfort zone is to stop us from growing our friendship to be more than a chore. Because right now it's like a chore. It's not always. But it should never be a fucking chore. I'll cry on your shoulder, you cry on mine. Right now, I feel that we're not time belt. We're not timed right so that everybody can do that because of micromanagers. Our world shouldn't need a manager. Not one. But it should benefit everyone. If a beaver wants to dam, we should give it the wood to dam with. And let it beaver. You know what I mean? It's doing it for a fucking reason. It's alive for a reason. Just like you, me, or a Chinese person. Created or cloned. And I hate these stupid insults. And I know with every ounce of me that you're not clones. When you hurt me, I hurt you back. And I fucking hate it. I have to guess that it's all gonna keep happening until we're all on the same page, not getting our feelings or hurting feelings. And the only thing that I question is me being able to survive to see that day happen. Or me wanting to. Because right now I can't even see or imagine what that would look like. I have no clue how to imagine what that would look, smell, or feel like to be happy anymore. Sustainably. My best friend is coming here. And I can't talk to him about any of this. So fuck you. I should be able to talk to him about anything. If I had a wife, I would be leading a second life. I'd be living a fucking lie. And I wouldn't be able to do that. To a wife, to a kid. Anything. I hate my life. Fucking hate it. But I'll keep living it. I'm being laughed at.